Hi, my name's Delaney, and today we're going to look at how you break an indestructible reel. These reels are not sealed. You're really not supposed to use them in a way of just abusing them, but this reel isn't perfect, and I plan on taking it. I took it apart a few times, and I plan on taking it apart to get the outside refinished. And I want all new internal parts, and it's missing one of the springs, so I don't really care if it gets caked. So first thing I did was I'm going to take that external screw off. There's external screw, external washer. There's water just pouring out of this thing because I took it to the beach and to go catch tarpon, which is not what you're supposed to do. I was reeling and the thing just completely stopped. It's loosened up a little bit, but I just, want to take it off. It's really not good to have. The only way you can really get it apart or get all the salt water off is by taking the whole reel apart. One thing that's kind of annoying is just getting the spool off with all the line, because it's just gonna want to make sure your line doesn't get caught on the side there. Ooh, this thing is not looking pretty. Woo. Next thing you want to do is there's 3 washers. There's a particular order. It's normal washer, plastic washer, washer with bumps. Make sure you have the groove aligned. I have a different video on that. Yeah, this is not how it's supposed to look. Before, I have a video of this thing. Oh, and I'm also taking the spring out. This is not really too hot. The thing I always do is every single time I take these reels apart, the line is like the biggest pain in the butt because it all wants to come off. So I just wrap it around really tight, and yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is the spool is got a lot of sand in it, so. Ooh, that's not good. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna want to re-grease everything and make sure it's not completely, make sure everything's running proper and as it should. I'm gonna run this through some water, and then I'm gonna, yeah. This is the part that I was scared of, right here. That's not good. Look how caked this reel is. That's not good. Oh. Let's look at this right here. This is what I was talking about. This is why I have to take apart this reel anyway. This piece is missing. It's supposed to have a little spring under. And yeah, this piece actually incredibly doesn't really have sand on it, which is pretty nice. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna run this under some nice water and get all the sand off of it. That's not good. This reel, if you're wondering what happens, I was literally fishing it, and I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't realize it was gonna happen like I was. I was reeling, and I was, off the beach with breaking waves, sand is running into it, and the whole reel just stops and locks, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. But, yeah, not good. You can see it. Wow. That's not good. But yeah, this thing's built to be used, so it's my, yeah. Next thing I'm gonna do is go through a Q-tip Get some oil grease out of here, and yeah. After breaking your Tibor reel, and once you get it cleaned up and all the sand out of it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through with something called Novus. I'm not an expert, this is just my opinion, this is just what I do. Novus is basically a buffing compound, and with the microfiber you can get pretty much, maybe if you've got a microscope, you're going to see some sand or something, but it's not something that's going to make your reel, you know, the sand that's left isn't going to make your reel lock up, so it doesn't matter. I got most of the grease out of here, all the sand at least, you know what I mean? That's what I was going for. Can't really see, you know, maybe a little bit of grease under this, but I'm gonna be taking this reel to the beach and soaking it, and, you know, probably take this reel apart a million times the next year. So also, like I said, one of these days I'm gonna take this whole reel apart, and I don't really care as far as what people think. I'm gonna get this reel re-anodized. It's gonna look great. Get the lettering reel on there. It's a sin in the Tibor community, but it's, you know, who cares? It's gonna look good. I'm never gonna sell this reel, so not gonna be, you know, a lot of people get those reels like this one for anodized and sell them as, oh, original reel. It's bullshit. Nobody's gonna do that. It's these reels. If you see one that's so incredibly perfect, looks like the day it came out of the factory, it's not. Somebody on the inside knows how to anodize a reel. It's how these reels end up going for, you know, this isn't anti-reverse, but they go for like, you know, $900. So you go, oh, that's perfect. No, you took it to the one guy up in Maine who knows how to re-anodize it, and then, you know, you gotta re-anodize. So anyhow, next thing you're gonna want to do is, I don't really do it right, but it doesn't really matter. I use this grease. It's not what you're supposed to use, but I don't really mind. Flip this little clicker piece, throw some grease in here, throw some grease in here. You're gonna want to take this piece off, this clicker piece, and put grease in there so it turns smoothly. I'm not gonna do that in the video. I'm gonna do that on my own time. You know, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me take all this crap off. But also, once you get, I'm gonna pause the video and do it off camera. But once you get the grease all here, you want to make sure this is also your drag plate and your clutch plate is all completely cleaned off. Then you want to put grease in here. You're gonna want to put the real oil. I have a buddy. This is the real oil you're supposed to, or maybe not supposed to use for these kind of reels, but it's real oil that I use. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on this outside part right here. And then we'll be good to go, and we'll be going catching more tarpon. So we've come full circle. You guys have seen what this thing looked like, you know, before and after. Went through, I used the two kinds of grease, the grease and the oil, and yeah, this thing's gonna go on back on its custom rod, and it's gonna be used tomorrow to go catch more fish. I hope you guys liked the video. Remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.